Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are going to do my Boxy charm. That's what this is. It says IPSY, so it throws me off. Boxy charm / IPSY for the month of March. This is the monthly box, 5 full-size items. Once upon a time, it was $25. I think it's closer to $30. I would have to go in and look and see what they're charging because they've slowly raised their rates. So off the top of my head, do not know. I want to say it's like 27 or 28, but I will double check and I will put the price down below, and I will also link the IPSY website if you want to sign up. I have a glam bag coming, but I am going to open that at the same time as the ice cream beauty bag because those are both $16 bags. So I do like to show what is out there in that price point because it's one of the cheaper subscriptions that you can get. But yeah, if you want to see what I got in this month's box and just keep on watching, I think there's some add-ons in here. I will try and pull those out also. And yeah, I think that's all I have. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and let's jump into the video. With the regular Boxy Charm IPSY box, they pick 2 items for you, and then you get to pick the other 3, and they give you, like, you don't get to pick from every single thing that's available, but they give you, like, here's some things to pick for item 1, and here's some things to pick for 2 and 3, and so forth. And you do have the ability to scroll up and down so that you can kind of pick things that maybe work together, or you're not getting, you know, they will sometimes put, you know, eyeliner, eyeliner, eyeliner. You can make sure you're not picking 3 of the same things unless you want duplicates, that kind of thing. They will put, not necessarily like I said with eyeliners, but a lot of times there will be a lot of skincare. So I've gotten skincare heavy things just because I didn't like the other stuff. So you do get to customize. I did actually get to pick one of the items in my IPSY bag this month. I don't know if I was not paying attention, and I've had that option before. If that's a new thing, you'll have to let me know because I don't remember seeing anything where I could pick for that before, but I did get to pick one thing for the bag. So that may be a new thing that they started doing, or I'm just not observant because that email came in like a week, like the last week of the month. So February, towards the end of February, I saw the email to go in and pick something for the glam bag. So that is something new. So if you are also like me and you missed it, this to me is useless because it shows some of the items that are featured in the box. But again, you don't have access to all of these when you pick your choices. And obviously they don't give you everything, and there's no prices. So to me, like, this is a waste of paper. Like, print the card that Boxy Charm used to with, like what Ice Cream Beauty Box does, with the product description, the price. But then I understand with making it so customizable that printing that card becomes a hassle. So then they're like, oh, just, you know, scan. If you go into the IPSY app, it does show the items, but it does not show what the prices are, I don't think. So yeah, I can't give you prices anymore. Let's jump in. Let's see. This was an add-on. And then this was an add-on. Let me see. This was also an add-on. So these are the 3 add-on things. This, I think I thought was smaller. It looked smaller in the picture. It is a like detangler brush, but nevertheless, I was going to put it in my purse. This is too big to go in my purse, but I don't keep a brush down here, so I think I'll just keep this down here. There's been a few times where I've needed to put my hair down or take it out of the braid, and I honestly do not have anything down here. So this is Karma Beauty. It's a detangler type brush. I like the wet brushes, so this is not a wet brush brand, but again, I don't have one down here, so that one can just, I'll leave it over here for now. That can just live down here. The next thing is a little mini, this is a glossy cheek tint dewy blush from Ciate London, and this is in Watermelon. This is one of the things that you like add for $3. So it's actually in, I don't think I have one in the full size. I have to go look. But you don't need a ton of liquid blush regardless. So I figured this being small would be okay, because most of the stuff I have is probably gonna, it actually has a watermelon smell. That's kind of fun. It's very sheer, but that's kind of nice because I generally set my cream blushes anyway, so I don't necessarily need it to be super or like overly pigmented, and that's kind of fun that it smells like watermelon. So there's that. Finally cleaned up all my trash, so I'm trying to put the garbage in the trash bag so I don't have another pile. And then this is a little itty bitty Precisely My Brow. I think this is, it's the sculpting wax, but it's colored. So this is in shade 5, Black Brown. So this is different than the normal one that I usually use. So I wanted to try this. And again, it's in a little bitty thing. So there's the little wand. It smells like the other stuff that comes, it's like in a metal. Oh, do I have it in here? There's no writing on it because my tube is older than dirt. It takes me forever to go. I have a new one of the brow product. Let me pull it out. This, it's like a tinted brow gel. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, as you can see, all the writing has come off. This is also in shade 5. I do have a brand new one of these in my drawer, but it takes forever to go through this. So yeah, this is similar to this product, but this is a tinted brow wax, where this is a brow, tinted brow mascara, but this doesn't have like a super strong hold. So I wanted to try this out before I get a bigger size. Thankfully, I'm not just rambling and I actually have the caboodle sitting here. Okay, so those are the 3 things that I added on. And I think this thing was like $3 too. It wasn't very expensive. Again, I was hoping it was like this big because I was going to put it in my purse, but it's not. The brush that I have that is that size, my daughter uses for her dolls, so I didn't want to steal that from her. Anyways, let's get into what's actually in here. I am super excited about this. This is one of the products that was picked for me. This is the LMS Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I know some of you that have been here for a while do not like this product, and then I've had some of you that really like this. I really like this. I've never had an issue with it pilling or doing anything weird. So I'm excited because it's been a long time since I've had one, because this, I swear, is like $80, $85. It's ridiculous how expensive this is. Does it still smell the same? It's been a couple of years since I've had one. This is now plastic. I feel like that used to be glass. Somebody correct me. And didn't this used to be somewhat like light blue or teal? They've changed the packaging, which that's not shocking. How much is this? How much is in this? I don't see, I'm assuming it's the same size. I feel like this container is smaller, but that doesn't mean like the volume that's in here is less, but no, it smells the same. It's got a little bit of a floral smell, but it's not overly perfumey. Like I said, am I crazy, or is this packaging changed a little bit? Like, I remember it being glass. It was chunkier and it was like a light turquoise, light blue. Anyway, as long as the product is the same. There's a sticker down here where it's one of those you got to peel it up. I was looking to see, oh, there it is. 30 milliliters, 1 fluid ounce. I feel like that's the same. So anyway, I'm excited to have another one because, yeah, it's at least been 2 years since I've used one because I was too cheap to buy it. I picked this. Pretty sure I picked that. Okay, so the other thing that they picked for me is from Wander Beauty. I have 2 other palettes from them that I've only used like 1 time a piece. I do like Wander Beauty. I like their shimmers. I think their shimmers are really nice for like one shadow all over the lid kind of a look. I did have one palette, and it was one of their little like their smaller 6-pan ones. I gave that one to my mom. She still has it. She likes it. It was a neutral. Most of their palettes are neutral, but I want to say it was like browns. That was a while ago. I have 2 of their full-size palettes. So this is the Trailblazer. Does have all of the shades on here with the ingredients for each shade, which is nice. I saw pictures of this online and I thought it looked really pretty. It's a neutral palette, but most of their palettes are, I have one that's a little more purpley. But this is some browns. There's like a pink shimmer, a couple of champagnes, and 2 pops of green. But so there's the pinky shade, the greens, these are the champagnes, and then you have some browns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes. So you have a cream matte, a brown matte, well, a lighter mid-tone brown, dark brown, and then the green is matte. And then you have a green shimmer. Again, 2 different like champagne-y shimmers, which you could use these for highlights. This could be used as a highlighter. The pink one probably too, even. And then you've got more of a bronzy shade that if you're deeper skin tone could also probably be a highlighter. So yeah, I thought this was really pretty. I tend to reach for palettes more like this if I decide to put makeup on for work. I did work today. I changed my clothes when I got home, which I don't wear makeup often. I don't really need to. I work in a small barber shop, but if I do wear makeup, this is the kind of palettes that I reach for. They're easy. Again, you could do one of the mattes in the crease, do a shimmer on the lid, and that's generally all I do if I do makeup for work. So let's go over the 3 things that I picked, and I could not tell you what the selections were. I do remember there being a fair amount of skincare, and nothing was like overly exciting. So this is from Defiance Beauty by, I can't pronounce that lady's first name, but it's a liquid liner. Looks like a pen. Did I need this? No. I have an overflow, but out of that category, this was what appealed to me the most. So the next thing is from Ace Beauté, and this is a Maximum Impact Liquid Shadow. I think there's 2 different shades that I could pick from. This is Stila Dusk, and it was hard to tell between the 2 because there's not good promo pictures on a lot of the items on the IPSY website. This looks pretty. This looks different. It looked more red, honestly, when I picked it, but I actually like this. This reminds me of Disco Kitten from Stila, and then e.l.f. makes a shade very similar. It's marketed as a liquid eyeshadow. It looked pretty. It very much looks like the Stila glitter shadows. Yeah, it looks exactly like the Disco Kitten shade. And then again, I do have one from e.l.f. That's super pretty. So I'm glad I picked this. Again, it looked more red. So that picture that they had online was terrible. And it makes me wonder, because the other one looked orange, but it was probably a copper or bronze. Yeah, they were not good photos, but I'm super excited about this because that was my favorite Stila shade. And I used to use it all the time. Mine eventually dried out and I was not about to spend $25 on one, which that's probably what this is because Ace Beauté is not the cheapest, but I'm super excited to have this. This is 4.5 milliliters. It's 0.15 ounces. So yeah, super excited. I would have been fine with it being kind of a red shimmer, but this will definitely get used more because again, I used to use that color all the time. And then the last thing, this is a blush duo. I think it's a cream and a powder. But again, the colors, couldn't tell. Miss Fame, I don't know if that's a brand. That's what the packaging looks like. I don't know. There was, again, 2 options, I think, for colors. Yeah, they do not take or put up really good photos of the products. So this and I don't know what the blood, let's see, the blush series, this is palette 1. So there's the powder. It's pretty light. So if you have a deeper skin tone than mine, this would not have been the shade. There's not much coming up. Like some is coming up on my finger, but when I put it down, like it's not doing much, but I think it's maybe one of those where this is just meant to help set the cream blush maybe. So let's swatch that and see if it's creamy. I'm not having to swirl in here very hard if you can see that, but there's the cream blush. So there's definitely more pigment in that. Yeah, the powder didn't do much on its own, but I think going on top of that, it would do enough to set it and maybe give it a little more shimmer, because this has a little bit of a gleam. Is that, yeah, glisten, sheen. I don't know if gleam's a word. No, sheen to it. Glisten and sheen, yeah. So it would help set, give you a little more shine. That's an interesting powder formula, because it's not one of those where you're necessarily going to be able to use that powder on its own, because I'm pretty pale right now and I don't know that that would show up on me. But again, I think it's meant to help set, which it's nice to have. I like the shade of the cream blush. Again, it's right here. So that's an interesting product. Never heard of this brand. The packaging kind of reminds me of Pat McGrath a little bit, but it's cute. I will use it. I'm not sure. This is probably going to have to go in my powder blush drawer, because my cream section is not going to be big enough for this. But yeah, there was kind of some weird products to choose from this month. You will have to let me know what you got in your box and how the selection was for you. Again, I'm happy that I got the palette, and I was super hoping to get one of these when I saw that this was going to be an option. And this is much prettier than what I thought I was getting. Super excited about that. And then again, I'm happy with the little, I know this is small, but this will last me a long time. And then I'm excited to try this, because again, this is something I could foresee buying in a full size if I like it, but I want to be able to try it. I don't need it to do a whole lot of hold, but the tinted brow mascara that I have, that does not have much hold to it. I mean, it's not marketed as having a bunch of hold, so I'm hoping that this does a little bit more than that. And I like that it's the same color, because this is the same shade that I use in that brow mascara. So, and then this is the only thing that's a little bit weird, because like I said, the powder, you can barely see it right here. Like it, usually when I think of a powder and a cream duo, like you can wear the powder on its own. I would have to try this with makeup on and see. I don't think that powder is going to show up, but the cream is pretty. So hopefully it's a decent formula, and the powder at least helps set it and not make it weird or anything. So we'll have to try that out. And then this is just, I may actually open. No, I don't need to open this one. I need to open another liquid liner, but I should probably open one that I've had for a little bit longer. So this is going to go in the drawer. And then this brush, again, is going to live down here because I don't have one. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.